Our last essay is going to be a compare or contrast essay. Comparing is when you show how things are similar. Contrasting is when you show the differences. You really can't do both in one short essay because remember, you can only make one point and you would be making two if you were saying that things are both similar and different. Plus, that's pretty much true for everything, so you're not really making much of a point. The sample essay I have on the screen is called A Vote for McDonald's. It will contrast a fancy restaurant, the Chalet, with McDonald's. You can see it begins with an introduction. On my birthday, my wife has offered to treat me for dinner at the restaurant of my choice. It's not a thesis, it's a fact. Then a couple of sentences until we get to the thesis. When I compare the two restaurants, the advantages of eating at McDonald's are clear. It's not just saying that they're different. We know restaurants are different. It's making a point about the differences. That McDonald's, to this writer, is better. It has more advantages. First body paragraph's topic sentence gives one of those advantages. For one thing, going to the Chalet is more difficult than going to McDonald's. And then it explains why. The first half of the paragraph talks about the Chalet, and then the second part, using the exact same criteria and the same items of comparison, talks about McDonald's and why the writer thinks that it's better. The next body paragraph has a mistake. The topic sentence is incorrect. It says the Chalet is a dimly lit, formal place. It doesn't include McDonald's, so we don't know what point is being contrasted. It should say something like, another thing I like better about McDonald's is the atmosphere, or better about McDonald's than the Chalet, so you include both. Notice, though, that the first half of the paragraph talks about the Chalet, and the second half talks about McDonald's. It has to follow the same pattern that was established in the first paragraph so that it's connected and consistent. The details are good and it makes sense. The third body paragraph's topic sentence, the most important difference between the Chalet and McDonald's, though, is the price difference. We know now that it's in emphatic order because it says it's most important. It's talking about both items that are being contrasted, the Chalet and McDonald's, and it's saying something about the difference, which is the price. First half of the paragraph talks about the Chalet, second half talks about McDonald's, just as it does in the previous two paragraphs. It's a very nicely organized piece. The only problem so far is this topic sentence, but that's easy to fix. Then the conclusion. So for my birthday dinner celebration or any other time, I prefer to eat at McDonald's. It echoes the thesis saying that he likes McDonald's better. It is convenient, friendly, and cheap. Summarizes the body in the same order that it was written. And with the money my wife saves taking me to McDonald's, she can buy me what I really want for my birthday, a new Sears Power Saw. So it's just a nice little ending. It's in first person throughout using the pronoun I, which makes sense because it's about his personal experience, his birthday dinner at McDonald's versus Chalet. It's an interesting thesis. It advances an interesting idea. It doesn't just say they're different. Again, we know restaurants are different. We also know they're the same. But it's what you think about the difference, what you think about the similarities, if you're writing about that, that really matter in a compare-contrast. It also really matters that each body paragraph talks about one of the differences. Not the item, not all the Chalet or all McDonald's, the difference between the two. Otherwise, you end up with one paragraph about one place, another paragraph about the other, and then what's the third paragraph supposed to do? It wouldn't make sense. You have to have 3 body paragraphs. Each one has to advance an idea about a difference between the things. So that's what your compare-contrast should look like. You'll be talking about your real life and your ideal life. Each body paragraph will talk about one of those differences. One thing that's different between my real and ideal life is, or one thing that would be better in my ideal life is my job. And then talk about the differences. Another thing that would be better in my ideal life will be whatever you decide, and the third, and so on. All right, well, I hope this helps, and I look forward to reading your paragraph.